Hey there. Okay, y'all, I apologize for how I look tonight, but I cannot deal with trying to put on makeup just to make this little video tonight. I'm sorry. I'm going to try to be a little more upbeat than last night. If you happen to see my video, you know I was pretty upset. I'm still upset. Today was definitely very weird, to say the least, when I got up this morning and Big V wasn't out there, crowing at me to throw him some food this morning, and so quiet all day long. Excuse me. Naturally, that's what always happens to me as soon as I start to record. I'm still worried about Biscuit. I did take him to the vet today, and they did some blood tests on him. They said that they think it's an upper respiratory infection. So he's on some antibiotics and stuff, but he still doesn't act like he feels good, even though they gave him a couple of shots while he was there. He's just still not really wanting to eat. I mean, he actually was eating more last night than he's eating today, which has me very concerned. I really hope tomorrow morning he wakes up feeling somewhat better, and I'm going to have him on antibiotics and some other something for the lung infection that I'm supposed to give him for like the next week, I think. 5 days or something like that. I forget how many. He gave me just the amount that I need for what he's supposed to get. So he's actually laying right over here, but he's not very energetic, and he's just kind of So yeah, I'm still very concerned about him. I'm trying to be a little more upbeat though, because I don't want this just to be a depressing video like last night was, because that's really not what I want my videos to be about on this channel, even though there might be times when things aren't as happy. But anyway, I just thought I would update for anybody who might be interested in hearing, what's going on with Biscuit and everything. But needless to say, I'm pretty tired because I did not sleep well last night. And, today I was just so stressed out and everything. I did eat, but I had kind of a hard time eating today because my stomach's just been knotted up since yesterday, when the whole Big V thing happened. And then when he started acting all weird, and then I was just like, oh, God, I hope that the beginning of the new year will be a lot better. There goes Slim barking. So naturally, that's just how it goes, it seems like, when I sit down to make a video. Anyhow, but I'm considering, on a different note, hang on a second. It's just getting a little too crazy. Hang on. Let me wait until some of this calms down. There's people yelling and kids yelling and dogs barking. Hold on. Okay, this may be completely a waste of time. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, I'm going to try one more time. Slim may still keep barking, but hopefully the screaming child and everything has stopped, I hope. But if it's bath time, I'll definitely need to stop this video because it will go on for a good half an hour, the screams and screams from getting a bath, because it's cold water. It's cold water, and I can understand. I don't like cold water baths either. So anyhow, what I was trying to say was, depending on what's happening with Biscuit and everything, because, a lot will depend on that. If he's doing better and I feel up to doing it, I'm considering doing another live stream to ring in the new year here, which won't be New Year's for anybody else necessarily that's watching, unless you happen to be in Thailand or, in some part of the world where you've already had New Year's. But if you're in America, you're still going to be 12 hours away. So I'm thinking about doing a video of, hello from the future or something like that, and just ring in the new year here on a live stream. I was thinking about doing that mainly because I'm going to be spending it alone, just me and the cats. And so I thought, well, maybe that would be a good thing to do. And it'd be kind of fun to, be in 2023 while other people might be watching or in 2022 still, So, but like I said, I'm gonna have to see. I'll let you know more as it gets closer to that time. I will post something on the community page to let you know if I am gonna do that, and excuse me, and I'll try and schedule it. Like maybe schedule it for, half an hour before. So it'll be scheduled for like 11:30 p.m. my time, which would be 11:30 a.m. Eastern time. So hopefully somebody would, be around to come in and join me. If not, then I'll just sit there and talk about whatever. But yeah, I thought that might be kind of fun to do. What's up, Biscuit? You okay? He's over here meowing, but he doesn't sound very happy. You all right, honey? Poor little thing. I just don't think he's very comfortable. Okay, I'm going to try not to focus on that, y'all. I'm so sorry. I have to keep clearing my throat. Hold on one second. Okay. Sorry. So anyhow, but yeah, I mean, in a way, I'm kind of glad this year's just about over. But, I always kind of get a little sad when it gets to be the end of the year and ringing in the new year. I don't know. I get kind of emotional. I don't know if anybody else does or not, but I sort of do. I just kind of get this, sort of emotional thing where I get a little teary-eyed and stuff. But, I guess because it's the year's gone and it means it's not coming back. Hold on. Okay, I'm just like seriously having issues with a frog in my throat tonight. And Oscar's in there going crazy, so I don't know. He may get loud in a minute. But, I don't know. It's something about the end of the year that kind of makes me a little sad. But then, I'm always hopeful that the next year to come is going to be better than the year before. And so I'm kind of hoping that next year is going to be better. I'm always hoping that every year. It's like, it'd be nice if things would just either continue to be good if they've been good, or get better if they weren't so great. But I don't know. Maybe next year will be better for everybody, because that's my hope, is that, a lot of people have been struggling a lot through the last few years. And I'm hoping that things are starting to get back on track for everybody and things are normalizing again. And people kind of are starting to feel like, their life isn't so out of control or out of their hands and all of that. So I hope things will get better here in that regards, because I made mention of it before that, that's one of the things I struggle with here. And I'll try not to go into too much about that, but I think people here have just been too scared for no reason for too long, and I'm ready to see faces again. I'm really ready to see faces, because it's a very depressing and sad thing when, for 3 solid years, going on 4, you haven't been able to see people smile or anything like that, because, everybody's just so afraid of something that's just, there's no reason to be afraid anymore. Not anymore. Maybe at one point, it was, you had a legitimate reason to maybe be afraid, but I think at this point, there's no reason for it. That's just my opinion. And I don't want to argue about it in the comments or anything. I don't feel like being attacked right now about anything. But, you know, I'm ready to see people again. I'm ready to actually be able to recognize another human being when I see them. You know, I'm tired of completely non-identity society, a faceless society. I'm really fed up with it. So I'm hoping that maybe next year, maybe, it'll be better. But anyway, I'm gonna try this coming year to. I don't want to really say it's a New Year's resolution, because I'm not real big on the New Year's resolution, because I feel like most of the time people don't actually do whatever it is. So I don't really want to say it's a New Year's resolution, but I'm hoping that, next year I'm going to work on myself more, which is something I've been doing for many, many years, decades, as a matter of fact, but continue that, and progress. Oscar. He's so goofy. But yeah, I'm going to try to work on myself and try to make some improvements with myself. Because there's some things that I would like to improve on for myself, and so I'm hoping that I'll get started on that foot, when the new year gets started, and say, okay, we're at the beginning of the year, let's try and make some positive changes. And I definitely would love to start riding my bike more for enjoyment versus just, because I have to go out on errands. Because unfortunately, that's the majority of the time I ride my bike, is when I have to go out on errands, instead of just going just for the fun of it. And I want to do more of that. I really do. I'd like to, if it's a nice day, get out there and just ride around and enjoy myself, not because, oh, I got to go pick this up or that up, just because, So that's one of the things that I do hope to do. But like I said, it's not a New Year's resolution, because I just think when you put that title on it, when you tag it with that, it's like putting a demand on yourself or something. And I've actually learned, and I mentioned it in one of my videos before, but I couldn't remember the name of it at the time I was talking about it. But there is an actual thing that is called demand avoidance that some people have. I mean, it's like a literal thing inside, and I maybe have mentioned it before after that. I don't know, but I think that's something that I have. It's an inner thing where I really have a hard time when demands are put on me. And so I don't want to put demands on myself. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted this channel to be one that doesn't have demands, where I can just come on here and talk about whatever I want, just, show you things if I want to, and just be me without demanding anything of myself to say, oh, well, you need to have your lighting just right, or you need to have your this just right, or you need to, set up some fancy background. No, no, this is just a vlog, and I can talk about whatever I want in whatever background, it might not be that exciting. Like right now, I sat over here just because Biscuit was here, but he just got up and left. So, but I thought, and y'all might be tired of looking at my Christmas tree, which you can still kind of see it in the mirror, the reflection there, but you might be kind of tired of looking at that since Christmas is over. I'm going to take that down on the 1st, more than likely. I'm always sad, though, when I take it down. I don't know, I love having it up because it brings joy to me every day. So, it's a little sad when I have to go take it down, and I know that, gosh, it's going to be a long time before it goes back up again. But, I know there's it's probably time for it too once the new year gets here. So, but I have to say this, let me just throw this in here. I got my electric bill for, this month when it came, and for the past 2 months, because I put that tree up on the 30th of October, and I've had those lights running from the time I get up in the morning until the time I go to bed at night. They stay on all day long. My electric bill was lower this time than it has been in a long time. So those LED strip lights, it claims that it uses far less electricity than regular string lights. And it's true. It is true, because last year when I had my Christmas tree up, and I only had it up for 1 month last year, I did not put it up like I did this year early, a month early, because usually I do it on Thanksgiving. But last year, my electric bill was like double in January when I got it. I was like, oh my Lord. You know, I couldn't believe how high my electric bill was using just regular string lights, you know, that you use on your Christmas tree. So I highly recommend these. Not only are they very versatile and you can do a whole lot with them, you can change all kinds of stuff on it and everything, but it definitely made a huge difference in my electric bill. What's up, Biscuit? What? That's Biscuit talking. What, baby? What you doing? You want to come up here? I don't really think you want to go on camera. Little snaggle tooth. Poor little thing. I hope you feel better soon. Yeah, I really do, honey, because I don't like it when you don't feel good. When you don't feel good, I don't feel good, because I'm serious. My stomach just is, you know, it just tears me up to see one of my cats, you know, when they're in pain or they don't feel good or something. I just can't stand that. And it's always hard, too, because they can't tell you what's wrong. You know something's wrong because if you know your pet, you know when something's off. You know, you can tell when something's not quite right, but they can't tell you, you know, so you don't have any idea. It's like, is it a toothache, a stomach ache? Is there something more serious going on? And that's why you end up having to take them to the vet. And today's vet bill was a lot more than the one I had just a few days ago when I took Lightning in. Yeah, it was quite a bit more. I haven't done the conversion to see how much more, but even still, with what they did doing blood work, and they did like a blood analysis where they put it, you know, in the machine, and it got levels for all these different things so that they could read, you know, multiple things on the blood test. They did all of that, plus gave him the injections, plus the examination, plus the medications that I brought home, all of that. And it was like, it was 1,580 baht, which sounds like a lot, but when you convert it, it's not. Hang on, I'm going to check it and see. Okay, so according to the conversion, that was about $45.45 for all of that. A blood panel, the examination, the medicines, all that stuff was like $45, under $50 for all of that. And in America, you can't even walk in the door of the vet for that much. I mean, even years ago, and I don't know what they charge now. I'm sure it's a lot more than what it used to be. But I know years ago when I would go take an animal to the vet, most of the time it was between $50 and $100 just to get seen. You know, just to go in there and talk to the vet. And that didn't include any kind of examinations or x-rays or blood work or anything that they did, between like 50 and $100 just to get in the door. So, you know, I got nothing to complain about when it comes to, you know, having to pay that money. It just kind of strapped me right now. I was like, ooh, I wasn't expecting it. And I didn't know it was going to be that much. So when I went there, I didn't even have enough money on me. So I had to leave Biscuit there and come back home to get more money to go pay him. Which, you know, fortunately, I'm just down the street. That's the one good thing, is that this vet is very close to my house. So, you know, and yeah, we went off in the bike. He rode in the bike basket, you know, in his carrier. And he did so good. I'm so proud of him because he really did so good. He didn't make a peep the whole way there. And then once we got there, he was kind of meowing a little bit because he was kind of like, you know, didn't know where he was or what was going on. And they didn't even take him in an exam room. They had another cat that was in there that I think might have been getting neutered or spayed or something, because they've only got one exam room. And there was another cat that was already in there having something done. So he did the entire examination and everything right there in the lobby, right next to the front door. I was like, my God. I was so paranoid because I thought if somebody opens that door, he's liable to bolt out the door and take off into traffic or something. Oh God, I was like so nervous. But luckily everything went all right with that. But yeah, I had to come back home and get more money to finish paying him off because I didn't have enough with me. Because I didn't know he was going to have to do blood work and all that stuff. I didn't really know. I didn't even know that they had one of those machines there that will do that, you know, because I know at one point, I don't think that he did, because it seemed like when I had called about getting some blood work done for, maybe it was lightning or something, they said that they didn't have, they couldn't do that there or something. I don't know, it's been a while, but apparently they've got one now, so that's good. But anyway, I don't know how I got back onto that when I was talking about the strip lights for the Christmas tree and the electric bill being cheaper. It's a good thing it was cheaper, since I ended up having to pay out all this money for vet bills this week. That's twice now this week I've been up there. Ow, what's your name? Oscar. He's under the bed and my leg's hanging down and he's like batting at my leg from underneath the bed. But anyway, I know I've been rambling for 22 minutes now, so I suppose I ought to shut up. But, you know, I am feeling a little bit better. There's that lightning at the door. I swear he's been in here 100 times today. In and out, all day long. Hang on, lightning. I'm almost done. Anyway, I'm trying to be more positive. I'm trying to be hopeful that Biscuit's going to feel better. So cross your fingers, y'all, that he's feeling better tomorrow when he gets up, because I'm concerned about him not wanting to really eat, because cats cannot go without food like humans can. You know, we can go for days without eating, but cats cannot do that because their kidneys and everything else can start shutting down if they don't eat. So if you have a cat, or if you're new to cats or something, that's something you need to keep in mind. Never let them go more than a day or two without food, because it can cause some serious problems down the road. So, anyway, so I got to try to get him to eat something, hopefully tomorrow, if he won't eat anything tonight. So anyway, I'm going to let you know in the community section, and maybe in another video or something, whether or not I'm going to try to do a live for New Year's Eve here, going into New Year's Day. Because I think it would be fun if I'm feeling up for it. So watch for that if you're interested in trying to join in and, you know, come into the chat. And it's just going to be, you know, just an open chat to talk about whatever. Lightning, hang on a minute. Oh, okay. So anyway, I hope y'all are having a great day and a wonderful week. And I look forward to talking to you again later. So have a good one, everybody. Bye.